welcome back to the Burger and Badass Show, episode 39, here exclusively on WBLZ Sports. We have balls.
We got the balls.
So we're back from break, and you know what I thought we should start off after the break with?
What's that, my friend?
I think we need to have another update.
Is it time for a Timmy Tebow update?
It is time for a Timmy Tebow update.
Timmy Tebow time, bro.
It's Timmy Tebow time. I love that.
I'm telling you, this song fits Tim Tebow better than anyone.
This is a song he should be walking up to when he goes up the bat.
I don't know. I'm telling you, dude, this is Timmy Tebow's song.
So the last time we talked, it was about a month before we went on break, and we gave you an MLB update, and we gave you a Timmy Tebow update.
Yes.
And at the time, he was still playing with the Columbia Fireflies.
And that's about 2.5 hours down the road here in South Carolina from where we are in Pendleton. It's a little bit of a trip, but hey, a lot of people were going to Columbia just to get a glimpse of Tim Tebow. And why wouldn't you? It's Tim Tebow.
Hell, I mean, I saw actually people up in Delaware and Maryland that I'm friends with that were like all over Facebook. Oh, just, pictures of Tim Tebow standing next to him, getting autographs. Their kids with Tim Tebow. I mean, it was like lines just all up and down the wall of him just walking down and signing autographs. It was like insane.
That's what I'm saying, man. Tim Tebow is a crowd pleaser everywhere he goes. The guy is pure class. Everyone loves him. I mean, he's just everywhere. See, Timmy T, there you go,
Hey,
man.
what's up, Sarah? Thanks for joining in there. Appreciate it.
Thank you for joining the show. Glad to have you.
You know who that is? That's Jenny's stepdaughter.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. That is awesome.
So, last time we were talking about Timmy Tebow, he was with the Columbia Fireflies, and we were going to go on break. And right before we get on break, I actually saw he got promoted. And I wanted to do an update before we went on break. And I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to save it for after the break.
And aren't you glad you did?
I'm glad I did because I'm telling you, that man is on fire
He's
right
turning
now.
up the heat, man. Everyone said, oh, he's not going to make it. And he's turning up the heat. Go ahead and tell him, Burger.
So, Tim Tebow played for the Columbia Fireflies based out of Columbia, South Carolina, where he played very well and drew interest from many fans to come see him play.
Yes.
As a Firefly, he compiled 47 hits, 29 runs, and 23 RBIs with an on-base percentage of .311 with a batting average of .220, which isn't that bad.
That's not bad. That's serviceable numbers.
I mean, considering you're playing a single A, you're just, yes, granted, you did play the sport when you were in high school, so it's like riding a bike. You can go and play it, but
He's knocking the rust off.
Knock a little bit of the rust off. He gets out there and puts out pretty good numbers. So then he got promoted.
He got called up, my friends.
He finally got called up to the St. Lucia Mets, where he is now hitting, 31 hits, 13 runs, and 21 RBIs with an on-base percentage of .369 and a batting average of .287.
So he goes from the Columbia Fireflies, moves up to the St. Lucie Mets, which is better competition, better pitching, better hitting, better fielding. It's a farm system. So what's he do? He just turns the heat up and starts kicking some more ass. Isn't it great? Like, everyone's like, oh, it's not going to happen. Tim Tebow is going to be in the MLB. It's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Sooner or later, just by the fact that if the Mets have his name on the back of a jersey, they're going to sell like hotcakes. That alone. He just has to be serviceable with his numbers. He'll get caught up. I'm telling you.
I definitely agree. He keeps doing what he's doing. He's definitely going to get caught up sooner than later. I don't think it might not happen this year, but if he sticks with it, because I know at the end of this year, he has a contract with the SEC network.
Yep.
So he's going to go over there and do announcing for ESPN and the SEC network and all that. So, he's going to go back and do that in the wintertime, and then he's going to come back in the spring. He's going to play baseball again.
It's going to be home run Jesus, my friends. And he's going to be there.
I think within 2 months of next season, maybe a month to 2 months, he's going to get called up to the Mets. I truly believe it. Because right now, he is just, you got to think, he played with the Firefly for like 50 games. He's only played with the Mets, the St. Lucia Mets, for like 2 weeks. And he's already compiled 31 hits, 13 runs, and 21 RBIs, and is well over his on-base percentage and his hitting, his batting average.
Oh, no, he's upgraded for sure.
So it's going to be interesting to see if it really is Timmy Tebow time.
I think it's about to be, dude. I'm telling you.
You think so?
I do.
Timmy Tebow time.
It's about to be Timmy Tebow time, bro. I'm telling you.
So, this past Saturday night, we had UFC 214.
Oh, man.
Man, was that one hell of a fight, like card.
She's right. Yeah, you're right. They will pay for Yeah, it's Tim Tebow. I'm with Sarah. Yeah. I'm with her.
Just on name alone, but I mean, if he's still hitting the way he's hitting.
But you know what? The music is screaming fight, so we got to talk about the fight.
So UFC 214 was this past week. It was Jones versus Cormier 2, and that it did not. It shocked me.
And not me, dude. It went the way I thought it would.
See, everybody says that. I was talking to our boy Hayden at work, and he said the same thing. I was like, no, it was Dose. I'm sorry, it wasn't Hayden, it was Dose. Dose was like, man, I was surprised John Bones Jones hit and knocked him out. And he was like, you were surprised? Really?
Yeah, like I was like, what? Like, yeah, right, dude. Like, John Jones is nasty.
Yeah, but, with all the controversy and everything, I don't know, like...
He'd already beat him once, and I was like, look, I know how this is going to go. John Jones is going to fuck him up. I mean, let's face it. Pound for pound, do you know anybody wants to get in the ring or any octagon or any ring of that matter and fight him? Do you?
I do.
You're fucking stupid.
I know one person that wants to fight him.
Who?
Brock Lesnar.
No, John Jones wants to fight him. I don't think Brock Lesnar really wants to fight John Jones. Because let's face it, if John Jones can actually move up in weight class, you might watch him slaughter Brock Lesnar just like, what's the Cain
Velasquez?
Cain Velasquez. You remember how he fucking just axe murdered Brock Lesnar? We'll probably see that part too if John Jones gets up there in weight and can handle it. Because, listen, he's a light heavy. He's got to move up to heavy. And I'm telling you, if he can hold that weight and he can still have his frame, I will put my money on John Jones, not Brock Lesnar. That's just me.
So, Jones won with a third-round knockout, TKO knockout.
Yeah.
And it was a head kick. It was a nasty head kick.
Head kick.
I actually saw the replay of the head kick. It was nasty.
Yeah.
It was real nasty.
No, he caught him flush, like right on the button.
And Jones landed 29 of 49 significant kicks, which is 66%.
Oh, yeah, no, he nailed all the significant strikes. I mean, he was just dotting Cormier. And, I mean, let's be real here. He's nasty. DC is sick. But John Jones is he's that elite, man. Like, he makes great fighters look like subpar fighters because he is a fucking magnificent fighter. Anybody who's watched John Jones fight, I mean, he has took out some high-class competition. One of the best fights I ever watched him fight was versus Gustafsson. Just go back and
I remember that fight.
Watch that fight if you haven't. Those two beat the shit out of each other. I'm not joking.
So, what's this mean for John Jones? You think he's going to move up in weight class and really try to fight Brock Lesnar? I mean, Brock Lesnar right now, last time I heard, was in a lot of trouble with the association for using steroids.
And he very well could be. He'd probably have to serve out some kind of a fine or suspension if it's true. I mean, what do y'all think out there? Everybody out there, what do you think? I mean, do you think John Jones should move up to fight Brock Lesnar? Do you think Brock Lesnar is scared of him? Do you think that it's one of those fights that we won't see happen that they talk about but we won't get? I mean, what do y'all think? Because, I mean, we've given you our opinions. I mean,
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, Berger doesn't think the fight's happening outright. I say if the fight does happen, you're going to watch John Jones beat the hell out of Brock Lesnar. But y'all might think different. You might think that Brock Lesnar's just going to pile drive him. But I don't know.
You know why I say the Brock Lesnar fight's never going to happen?
Why is that?
I think the Brock Lesnar fight's not going to happen for a simple fact is Brock Lesnar is happy with his gig with the WWE right now. He's working at minimum rate or minimum pace at a high rate. Like they're paying him a lot of money, and he's not showing up to all the shows.
Because he doesn't have to.
He only shows up to the big shows. He shows up to like the SummerSlams, the WrestleManias, the bigger, the Hell in the Cells. He'll show up for those. He won't show up for the smaller shows or the Monday Night Raws.
You weren't at Greenville. We were at Greenville. There was no Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar was going. He won the title and then disappeared for like months at a time. And it's like, really? Like, you're a champion and you're not there for like 2 months at a time. And then he just shows up. And then he disappears for a while. And then he shows up again. So it's like, I don't know.
He's like that shitty cousin you have that just comes around whenever they feel like it.
He's got a good gig right now. I'm saying he's getting paid a lot of money. WWE's paying a lot of money for him. And he's only has to do minimum work.
That's very true, though. I mean, but you know what? They're the ones that gave him that contract.
That, and I think on top of that whole steroid issue thing he has, it's going to be a long time before Brock Lesnar will fight in a UFC ring again.
It's possible, because, I mean, like you said, you haven't seen him rushing to get back.
Not at all. So then in the co-main event, we had your boy Tyrone Woodley getting a unanimous decision over Damian Maya. There we go. Get it out. Damian Maya. Woodley stuffed 24 takedown attempts from Maya.
Shoot, that's 24?
Yep, 24.
Dude, that's pretty impressive. He went for 24 takedowns, and you stuffed him. Like, that's insane.
So this fight was kind of boring. It was really, it was a lot of takedowns, a lot of, technical wrestling, as you call it, gay butt wrestling.
To a purist or to somebody who likes to watch tactical shit like if you don't mind watching someone wrestle a lot and not really do a whole lot of anything, then that was your fight. I mean, because there was a lot of takedown attempt stuff. There was a lot of stuff on the ground. It wasn't one of those bang bang stand up fights like the ones I like. But if you're one of those wrestling types, it was interesting for you because it was more technical.
It wasn't standing up and bang and all that.
Right.
It was more technical.
On the ground, all that ground wrestling.
Gay butt wrestling, as we call it.
Yeah, gay man sex wrestling.
Gay man sex wrestling.
I'm just sorry. I'm not a fan of it.
So we also had Robbie Lawler defeating Donald Cerrone. And this fight could have actually went either way, as both of them landed exactly 51% on their strikes and 47% on their significant strikes landed.
Yeah, so there'll be a rematch between these two, because Cerrone actually has a claim that he could have won this fight against Lawler. I mean, Lawler probably won this fight because he's a little more well known and he's more of a name for the UFC and everyone likes him. So just that nod alone probably got him over the top. But if you look at the tail of the tape, it was pretty even. And honestly, a lot of people would say that really Cerrone probably should have won. So we'll see a rematch. I guarantee that.
I hope so. Good. I think it'd be a good fight.
Oh, yeah, you'll see a rematch. Especially because Cerrone's probably thinking he got robbed. So he might go headhunting a little bit more next fight.
We also had the return of Cyborg. Chris Cyborg got a win over Tanya Evinger, TKO in the third round. Cyborg landed 83 of 129 significant kicks, which is 65%, and she became the new champion.
Yeah, 83 of 129 significant strikes landed. I mean, she just teed off on Tanya Evinger. And anybody that saw that fight saw how they stopped it. It was one of those TKOs due to strikes. Like the woman was just eating punch after kick after knee after kick after punch after knee after kick after punch. I mean, she was just literally absorbing blow after blow, and it's quite shocking she made it to the third round because she took a beating. She really that woman's tough. She took an ass kicking.
So you know, it made, seeing her win the title back, it made me think. Do you think, how UFC likes to be the big theatrical, vet show,
Over the top, yeah.
over the top? Do you think Rousey comes out of retirement and fights her?
Rousey's not coming out of retirement, period. She was scared of her years ago. She's scared of her now. And now that she's already had her block knocked and, had her moment in the sun to get knocked out and embarrassed, she don't want none of it because she knows it'll happen again. Because she knows that Cyborg will beat her ass. And believe me, we all know she will beat Rousey's ass. Rousey's not going to come back into the octagon to get her ass handed to her. It's just not going to happen. She won't do it. She ain't. I'm not trying to be a dick, but she doesn't have the fortitude to get in there and do that. Because if she got knocked out the way she did and then handled again by lesser fighters, I mean, Holly Holm's awesome, but she's not Cyborg. Cyborg will tee off on Rousey and literally just punch her into the next fucking month. It'll be bad.
I think Rousey's just happy with retirement right now.
Yeah, she's made her money.
She's out doing photo shoots and doing appearances,
doing movies,
and doing this and that.
Yeah, she's not
trying to come back.
No.
We also had Aljamain Sterling beating Renan Barrow by unanimous decision. Sterling outclassed Barrow the entire fight, landing 71% of his total strikes, 112 out of 158. And gaining lots and lots of takedowns.
Apparently, this dude, I've never heard of him, but I looked at him as Aljamain Sterling. I've never heard of him. I've heard of Renan Barrow. I have. I've heard of him, and apparently he was supposed to be a really good fighter, and was, but he's not elite anymore. He just got outclassed by a dude that's not supposed to lose to him. I mean, that dude whooped his ass. Bad. He just teed off on him because he got his timing. Really quick, too. It was 2 minutes into the first round. He already had his timing down and just started just started teeing off on him. It was ugly.
Wasn't he supposed to be the new up-and-coming, the Barrow?
No. Renan Barrow's been around for a while. He's just had problems making weight, and apparently he's gotten lazy. But no, he's been around for a while.
Who was the guy you were talking about before that was the up-and-comer? He said he was up and coming, and he was he got knocked out his first fight of being up and coming, and this is pretty much going to be his,
Oh, that's over in Bellator.
Was it Bellator?
Yeah, that's Bellator.
See, I get them confused. They intertwine with each other. So we also had some of the prelim fights. We had Volkan Oezdemir defeating Jamal Manu by DKO in the first round. Ricardo Lamas defeating Jason Knight by DKO in the first round. Brian Ortega defeating Rotino Moschino by guillotine submission in the third round. Calvin Kattar defeating Andrea Filio by unanimous decision. That was some of the prelim fights that were under their fight.
Right.
So not a bad fight.
No, I mean they're a lot of the same. They're undercards. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. It's a gamble.
I'm talking about the whole thing and all in general. I think not a bad fight.
Oh no, good card. No, good card. Good card.
I'm curious to see what Bellator comes out with next because I've already a little bit looked into Bellator's next one and it looks like a snooze fest.
It probably will be.
That's a shame. They come out with a good one like they had in New York, and then they come out with a snooze fest.
Yeah, that's probably what'll happen now.
So we're now at the part of the show where we do this thing called the lightning round. If you guys are new to the show, it's a thing where we do 5 topics that we really didn't want to do a big full-on segment on. We just wanted to kind of hit on it a little bit because we figure you guys need to know. What we do is we take 5 topics, we do a little intro on them, we talk about it for 1 minute. Once that 1 minute's up, we're done. That's it. We're not like the other places like ESPN and Fox Sports where they just keep running their mouth for 20, 30 minutes. Once the 1 minute is up, we're done. Move on to the next topic.
That is correct.
So we're going to go ahead and jump into our lightning round. And we'll go ahead and start it off with our good old lightning crash. Alright, topic number 1. Alabama Crimson Tide defensive lineman Deshaun Hand is in some hot water as he was arrested and charged with DUI after being found asleep in the driver's seat of his car with the keys in the ignition close to campus. What some call asleep, we call fucked up and passed out. But hey, no big deal, right?
I mean, you got found in your vehicle with the keys in the ignition and you're passed out drunk in the front seat. I mean, obviously, you were fucked up. I applaud you for pulling over. I do.
See, that's what I'm saying is at least he pulled over.
But you shouldn't have been driving fucked up to begin with.
No, I agree with that. You shouldn't be driving when you're messed up. But in the same sense, at least he had enough common sense to pull over and not keep going. Because instead of having this conversation about, getting hit with a little small minor DUI.
Alabama's always having people getting in trouble there. They just can't help themselves.
All right, move on to topic number 2. Dallas Cowboys star running back Ezekiel Elliott is under pressure as he faces possible suspension from the NFL from an alleged domestic abuse incident that occurred last summer that indict many different sources.
I'm telling you, a lot of people are saying that this is bad because he was looking real promising coming into his sophomore year. He's experienced. He's a dynamic running back, and this is just bad news. This is the kind of shit you don't want to hear if you're the Cowboys organization because you're like, we were doing so good, and then here we are again.
Yeah, I mean, he had a really great rookie season, then, going into his sophomore season, it's not looking good for him. He can face like a 3 to 5 game suspension for this.
I mean, that's a lot of money lost, too. You got to remember, that is a lot of money from these dudes' paychecks.
I mean, everybody came to see Ezekiel Elliott. All right, topic number 3. LeVar Ball is at it again. During a competitive game, Ball made an inexcusable comment from the sidelines concerning the referee calling of the game, which earned him a technical foul. Ball, alongside with his team, forfeited the match and stormed out of the stadium. Actually, and on top of that, he actually was trying to get the referee moved from the game.
Yeah. And we would like to note that they were winning the game when they forfeited it.
I mean, really? I mean, you're just a shit show, LeVar Ball.
You walked out of a game you were winning. I mean, what the fuck? You're winning. Really? You're winning. What the hell are you forfeiting?
I mean, I don't know. To me, it's just, his son's a good ball player, and he wants to just play ball. But as far as LeVar Ball is concerned, he's just a shit show circus.
If his sons weren't any good at basketball, he's a fucking clown.
All right, topic number 4. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie confronted a heckler, Brad Joseph, while attending a game between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs at Miller Park in Milwaukee. The heckler can be seen on the video calling Christie a hypocrite and telling him that he sucked. Christie then squared up right in front of the heckler and called him a tough guy and a big shot.
All the while balancing his nachos.
Yes. Sad he had to eat his nachos.
But dude, it was so great though, because he's like, yeah, tough guy. Yeah, I mean, he really was. And I just want to let everybody know, this is a politician getting in the face of somebody who is heckling him, come on. You can't take a little bit of heckling from a citizen? You don't need to be governing.
The funny part is he's actually 4 rows down and came back up to him to heckle him. He was already past him walking down with his nachos, and the guy said something, and he came back and walked right back up. All right, and finally, topic number 5. When it rains, it pours, just as Pete Rose. Outside the Line reported that during the 1970s, Pete Rose had sexual relations that occurred for years with a girl who was under the age of 16. Rose admitted that the relationship did occur, and at the time of the relationship, he was married man with children. And oh yeah, did we mention that he was 34? No wonder the Philadelphia Phillies don't want to honor him.
I mean, this dude's a straight fucking scumbag. I mean, really? Look, this is why people have never wanted you to be in the Hall of Fame. This is why. You're a fucking scumbag.
You do shit like this, and then you just make your name look even worse than what it already is.
I mean, it's seriously. You bet on fucking games when you're in the clubhouse. You're fucking little girls. I mean, you're a sick fuck, dude. You're a fuck up.
So, and that right there, folks, is a lightning round. So we'll be doing that every week. We'll come up with 5 topics, do it for 1 minute, and once the 1 minute's up, we're done.
Right, and that's the thing. We like it. That's 5 topics, 5 minutes. That's it. We don't put any fucking spin on it. And I know for all you Carolina fans, I know you like to hold up your 5 fingers because y'all learned how to count to 5 a couple of years ago. And I'm glad that we're making progress with you, but we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 topics, 5 minutes. That's it.
So we're at our final topic of the night, and as most of you guys know, right before we went on break, it was officially announced that the McGregor-Mayweather fight was going to happen in August. So while we were on break, I took a break. I really did. But I did keep an eye on what was going on in sports. And I actually saw some of these, press conferences that we're holding. And I swear, these press conferences were like WWE, circus. It was just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Mayweather say a few things, and then McGregor come back, and McGregor being the person he is, he bounced around the stage and says a bunch of stuff, and then Mayweather jumps up and says a few things back, and then guess what? They get on a plane and are buddy.
And you know what? If you listen, I've already put together a list of facts for you about this fight that this man's going to tell you about. But for real, you just open your eyes, please.
I'm actually starting to be with you. I know you've always, in my eyes, you've always been kind of that conspiracy theory kind of guy.
It's not a conspiracy when there's evidence. See, I love it. You're always the crazy guy who's a conspiracy theorist, but it's like, but I have evidence.
I didn't say crazy guy conspiracy theory. I said just a conspiracy theory. So, you're saying the fix is in, and you know what? I actually agree with you. I'm actually starting to believe the fix is really in.
The fix is in. Everybody's about to get fleeced and make Mayweather and McGregor rich.
I mean, after watching these press conferences, they've had, and it was like a tour. It wasn't just 1 or 2. It was 5 or 6 of them. And there were little tours for all over the country. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole fucking shit show.
And it won't stop.
It was horrible.
No, trust me, I know.
So, you did actually come up with some stuff about this that kind of prove your point of why this whole Mayweather-McGregor thing and it's fixed.
I won't go as far as to say that the outcome is 100% fixed, but I will say this much. Everybody is about to get taken for a nice long ride for that pay-per-view money, but go ahead and tell them.
So these 2 fighters who supposedly hate each other have been seen with pictures and video together on a private plane after doing a little tour around America.
That's what I mean. See? There's one.
So that right there kind of tells me a little bit, okay, I actually saw the pictures, and it's Mayweather and McGregor on a private plane, getting on the plane together and talking to each other like normal people. So that right there kind of tells me the fix is in a little bit. So they're pretty much using Conor McGregor's mouth to help promote this fight.
Oh, absolutely they are. They know he's a showman.
Mayweather has a mouth on him. McGregor's mouth is a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
I just not a lot. It's just a little bit bigger. I truly believe that because if you watch those videos, McGregor's the one that's bouncing around, talking all kinds of shit to Mayweather, and Mayweather is just sitting there taking it. And then eventually, it's like a bear. You can keep poking a bear and keep poking a bear. Eventually, once you poke the bear one too many times, you get sick and tired of it. Guess what? It's gonna smack you, or it's gonna jump up and it's gonna eat you.
And then that's the end of that.
And that's the end of that.
Oh, I agree.
So, looking at some of this stuff, Conor McGregor is going to be getting $75 million for this fight, while Mayweather is getting $100 million.
Yeah.
And not only that, but the pay-per-view, guess how much the pay-per-view is going to cost us?
$100. $100. Seriously, you're going to pay $100 to watch this fight. Are you fucking dumb? Yes, you are if you're going to pay for it.
It really does make me want to say my favorite line. Does that come with lube?
Right.
Does it come with breakfast in the morning?
Hey,
A tap on the shoulder?
It's fucking better.
Because, damn, like, I was bitching when I had to pay $60 for the WWE WrestleMania.
Right.
And had to pay $40 for regular pay-per-view.
Right.
I was pissed about that. Now you want me to pay $100 to watch two of Mayweather's cronies fight and probably win because they're probably going to be going against probably two jabronis. So you're going to make them, you got to put Mayweather's guys over. So pretty much the Mayweather guys, they're going to win their fights. And then you have the main event, which is a circus.
And for anybody out there right now that thinks Conor McGregor is going to win that fight, I want you to know my heart's with you. I want him to win. But my head will not hear that shit because I know better. Conor McGregor is not going to win that fight. It's not going to happen. If this were in the MMA octagon, all day McGregor. If this was a street fight, all day McGregor. If this was any contest other than a boxing match, it's McGregor. But you're getting into a boxing ring with Floyd Mayweather Jr., a sanctioned, licensed boxing ring that he can dance around, hug you, grab you. Listen, you're not going to be able to square up and just start hitting him because the second you start doing it and have any amount of success, he'll just grab you. And then he'll make you chase him all over the ring. And then you'll get pissed off and you'll get sloppy and you'll start overthrowing and extending on punches and then he's going to counter the shit out of you. Because I'm telling you right now, I want McGregor to win so bad. But you're talking about a person who's never fought a professional boxing match ever in his life. Not fight, a professional boxing match. And you're going to face the world's best defensive boxer as we know it. And you're going to win? I mean, I hope you do. But I'm also not stupid. I know how this is going to go. He's got even more reasons. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to say, originally when I was, when the fight was being talked about, you were optimistic. You're like, yeah, this fight's not going to happen. I was the guy who said, yeah, I think it's really going to happen. I think, 70% it was going to happen. If I'm not mistaken, I said that.
Right.
Kept saying, no, it's not going to happen, 10, 20%. I'm like, no, dude, I'm still at 70%. I still think that fight's going to happen.
Okay.
Eventually get to the fight. They actually sign it, and it's going to happen. What did I say right after that? The only way that McGregor was going to win that fight is if he beats him within the first 5 rounds.
Oh, God, yeah. There's no doubt about that. The longer that fight goes on, the better chances of Mayweather winning.
Mayweather is smart. He'll just dance around the ring for five rounds and then start doing his little punch, run around the ring, punch, run around the ring, and win rounds. And then eventually he's going to win by unanimous decision.
And for anybody that's ever watched a Mayweather fight, you know this as well as I know this. Even if you do get inside and hit him real hard, believe me, I've seen what happens when people hit him and piss him off. He turns the heat up. And then it is game over. So, I'm just saying, I know how this is going to go. unless there is a miracle knockout, which I pray for it, but I just don't see it. I mean, you're asking me to believe that an amateur boxer is going to do something that professional boxers have not done in 49 straight fights. I want you to understand the order that you're asking for. It's a tall order.
All I'm saying is, only certain people are gonna actually benefit from this fight.
Oh God, yeah.
McGregor, Mayweather, UFC, boxing, all the promotions and everything in Showtime. Guess who doesn't? Me and you.
The fan.
Because guess what? We're paying $100 for pay-per-view. You think you said 1 million of them things? How many is that? That's almost $1 billion. Almost.
Right.
Just on a pay-per-view. So here are some of the other things that, Badass has come up with that he thinks, it's going to be a little bit trouble for McGregor.
Well, listen, this isn't a biased opinion. I don't deal with opinions when it comes to this show. I don't. Opinions are cool, but I like to deal in fact. Because then that way, your argument is null and void. You gotta stick with the facts. But I got facts.
So the boxing gloves are much heavier and have a thicker padding than the light MMA gloves. Which means that no one-punch knockout. Which, everybody's hoping for that. Everybody's hoping for that one-punch knockout.
It's not gonna happen.
But, the only way it's going to happen is if he actually somehow hits him right in the button and catches him. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Even then, I don't know, man. I don't think so.
The fight is being held in a licensed boxing ring, not an octagon, which is going to be really, strange for McGregor.
Yes.
Conor McGregor has never fought in a professional boxing match. And comparing him to an amateur boxer is laughable.
Well, no, not that. Comparing the professional boxing match to an amateur boxing match, because he's been in amateur boxing matches,
but he's never been in a professional.
Yeah, and comparing them two is not even close.
Floyd Mayweather is right now probably one of the best defensive boxers that we have ever seen in our lifetime.
No, he is the best. I mean, there's just his resume. I mean, he might not be the best pure boxer, like the way we look at Rocky Marciano, but he is the best
defense.
Right. Mike Tyson. Not brawl. He's not a brawler or a boxer. He's a defensive boxer. Yeah, like Lennox Lewis.
Evander Holyfield.
Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran.
I mean, you go on forever.
Yeah, I mean, Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive boxer you've ever seen. He's not going to stand there and trade with you, but what he's going to wait for you to do is throw a punch, overthrow on it. He's going to hit you with a counter and back up. And he's going to outpoint you to death. He's not going to knock you out. He's just going to hit you enough times to know that, oh, well, I've won the fight. I've won 10 rounds. I can just dance for the last 2. Fuck you. What are you going to do? That's what's going to happen.
My big thing is the fact that you got to think these two guys, granted, they're professional boxers, professional MMA fighters, but you have to think Mayweather has not fought since September 12th of 2015. So that's almost 2 years ago.
Right.
It's actually going to be just under 2 years.
And he's coming out of pure retirement. He really did retire.
He retired. Like, after he fought that last fight, he's like, you know what? I'm happy where I finished my career right now. I'm done.
And what's crazy is a lot of people said, oh, well, he'll come back when they build the new casino. And I was like, I believed it at first, and then as it kind of went on, I was like, well, damn, maybe he really doesn't have any interest in coming out of retirement and beating that record. Maybe he doesn't care. I mean, me personally, I was thinking, well, of course he gives a shit, because if he gets to 50-0, he's undisputed. No one else has done that. But, well, here we are, and he's going to get a chance to do that. And let's face it, he didn't go looking for that fight at first. He didn't. That was all McGregor running his mouth. Maybe that was manufactured. But then again, maybe it wasn't. Maybe there was just an opportunity that dropped in his lap, and he was like, well, the hell with it. This little Irish bastard wants to fight me and get it fucked up. Let's get paid. Because damn well Floyd's not stepping into an octagon. You can kiss that fucking idea way out the window.
Hell no.
That'll never happen.
That'll never happen.
The resurrection will happen before that happens. Bet.
Another big thing is McGregor has not fought since November 12th of 2016. So it's going to be almost 2 years for him.
I mean, Rust. Well, no, about a year for
Or
him.
about a year for him, almost 2 years for Mayweather.
Yeah, and we're talking about, Rust having to get off there. I mean, both these dudes have been taking it easy for a minute. So, I mean, how much have they really gotten back into shape?
I mean, I've seen some of the videos, like training videos from McGregor. I mean, he looks like he's doing pretty good with the hands and the ducking and the moving. I mean, he's looking pretty good. The problem is that he's gonna have to. He's got an Irish temper. The problem is that Mayweather is gonna sting him a couple times, and he's gonna run, and he's gonna piss him off, and
he's falling right into the game plan.
And he's gonna fall right into the game plan and start chasing around in the ring, and he's gonna have issues because I mean, you can do it for you're an MMA fighter, so you have stamina, but you're going 12 rounds. Normally you go, what, most 5 rounds for a championship fight? That's it, 5 rounds. You're going 12 rounds. By the time you get to round 8, 9, you're running around the ring, and you're chasing him, and he's pissing you off, and he's stinging you a couple times.
And for a fact, if you don't knock him out, you're not winning.
Yeah, that, right now I'm losing the fight.
Because he's done counterpunched me so many times I can't see straight. I mean, I want y'all to remember, this dude's got hand speed. This is Floyd Mayweather we're talking about. He might have brittle hands, but he's got speedy hands. He's going to be pop, 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 pop. It's going to be all night long, dude. McGregor's not going to have a chance to breathe if he lets his guard down. You already know this. That's what Mayweather does. He waits for you to come in, get pissed off, make mistakes, and then pop, pop, pop. Back up, pop, 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 hug you, grab you, let you go, pop, 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 pop. I mean, that's what he does. I'm telling you, the only way this is going McGregor's way is he's got to literally bull rush into him, back him into a corner, not let him, cut him off, put him in a corner and cut him off, and do not let him out of the corner. And if you've got to shove the little bitch into the corner and take a fucking, you got to assert dominance. Because if you let Floyd take the fucking ring and you let him dance and do his thing, game over. If it's his game plan, his way, game over. The only way you win is knocking him off his game. You have to get in his face, you have to hit him, and you have to stand in front of his punches and tell yourself, I don't give a fuck if you hit me. I'm going to stand in front of you and hit and take your hits so that I can hit you back and knock you down. A novel idea, right? Well, problem is, he likes to dance and hug. If they'd stop that hugging shit in boxing, this wouldn't be an issue. But the problem is he likes to hug. So you're going to have to really bull up on him. Put him in the corner and beat him. Beat him like a redheaded stepchild in the middle of a Mississippi summer. Whoop his ass. That's the only chance you've got. As any other game plan, he's going to win. And everybody out there, you know this shit's true. If you've spent any time watching a Floyd Mayweather fight, ever, you know this shit's true. And I know Malcolm is in Delaware right now going, blah, 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 Mayweather's the best ever. Malcolm, just shut the fuck up with that. Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive boxer of all time. Pound for pound fighter, fuck no, he's not. He's just a really good moneymaker. And you need to understand talent when you see it and stop fucking blindly saying stupid shit, okay? Just heads up for you, bro. Just letting you know.
So, as we were talking before, McGregor stands to make $75 million, while Mayweather is going to make about $1 million. $75 million for one fight.
Yeah, $100 million for one, and $75 million for the other.
Wow. That's like pretty much, whether Mayweather wins or not, he can pretty much retire off of that.
That's where all your money's going. That's where that $100 of pay-per-view's going, to pay for these two dicks to literally have fun, laugh behind the scenes, hype a fight that's not even between people that hate each other, and you're going to pay for it. And we already know what's going to happen. Mayweather's going to win this fight, and you're still going to pay for it. Mark this shit down. It's a matter of record now that it's on this little Facebook Live thing. You know this is how it's going to end. And believe me, I'll be the first one to come on here if McGregor does the unthinkable and knocks him out. I'll be the first son of a bitch to take my medicine. Believe me.
Oh, he will, folks.
I will take my fucking medicine like a man, but I'm telling you, it ain't happening.
No.
Mayweather's going to fuck him up. In fact, if McGregor hits him hard enough to make him say, fuck, this is serious, watch out. That's you know how the heat's usually on like a 6 or a 7. The shit's going to a fucking 12 because that's how Mayweather does when he gets hurt. He gets pissed and then he's done. It's like a cat and a mouse. The cat likes to play with the mouse, likes to fuck it up and then let it run. Fucks it up, lets it run, but eventually it gets sick and tired of playing and it snaps its fucking neck and it's over. That's what's about to happen.
Wow. Good analogy.
That's how it is.
But yeah, I'm starting to see the light to this. As much as I want McGregor to win, trust me, I love McGregor, guys. I'm a McGregor guy. I hate Mayweather.
Same here. And
I think Mayweather is a loudmouth punk. He likes to run his mouth, and he's really not as good as what he says he is. I truly believe that. He is a good boxer, but he's not the greatest boxer.
Because let's face it, folks, if he'd have fought Pacquiao in 2008, instead of being a bitch and running from him, what do you think would have happened?
Speaking of Pacquiao, do you think he would have came out of retirement for Pacquiao too?
Maybe. Probably because he's old now. Because let's face it, Pacquiao threw about 450 punches.
And he was injured.
And he was injured in that fight. Because Pacquiao in 2008, go back and look at the tail of the tape. You know how many punches he used to throw a fight? Anywhere from 1,000 to about 1,300. And about 3 to 4 of those they're going to land. Because he used to do this thing called punches in bunches. Where it wouldn't just be 1 or 2, it'd be like 5 or 7. And they were coming through. And he was fast and healthy. And Mayweather, if you were sitting here right in front of me now, I'd say the same fucking thing to you. You were scared of him, and you fucking know you were. Because otherwise, you'd have stopped all that bullshit, stopped all the excuses, stopped with this, drug testing, and he's doing it. It's all called bullshit and excuses, because if you'd have really been the best, and this goes out to all you fucking Mayweather worshippers out there, your fucking supposed best ever wouldn't even take the best fucking fight when the best fighter was at his best. Muhammad Ali fought George Foreman at his best. He fought Joe Louis at his best. He fought all the best fighters when they were their strongest. And he beat them like a man, not a little bitch. Enough said.
So, I'm like I said, I'm a McGregor guy, but after seeing this whole circus thing that happened over the break, and then some of the stuff that you were telling me about, with the them being seen on private jets together, and both of them are standing to make a ton of money, whether they win or lose. I'm really starting to believe that this really is exactly what it is. It's a circus. It's a shit show. And, I'm not going to pay $100 to watch it.
Mayweather and McGregor.
If I go to the bar and, Beef O'Brady's, and they're telling me that I got to pay $20 to get in.
Tell them get fucked.
I'm going to tell them to kiss my ass, because that's not going to happen.
Mayweather and McGregor are going to laugh their asses all the way to the bank. After they pull their dicks out of your ass.
How much would you pay to watch that fight?
Nothing. It's called stream the shit for free. The internet's a wonderful thing.
I mean, would you pay $5 if they said $5 cover charge of beef? Would you pay that?
Just to sit there at Beefs and have a guaranteed seat? Yeah, I'd pay $5 because it's $5.
$10?
No, that's too much. With $10, there'd be something coming with it for free.
Like a beer?
Yeah, better be you put $10 down, you get your first beers free at your seat. Then yeah, I'll do that. But if you're telling me I'm gonna pay you money just to walk in your door to watch this fight, and you're not gonna suck my ass, dude, I'll stream it for free. Serious.
So yeah, I'm on board with you. I definitely agree. The fix is in. Mayweather's gonna win this fight. I was going to put like $20 down on McGregor, just for the simple fact that, you can almost triple your money on that. But, you know what? I'd rather spend my $20 on something else. I'd rather go buy $20 worth of scratch-off tickets.
You got a better chance of getting money back there.
Yep.
And this one goes out. This is a special shout-out to Dose. Just go ahead and give Hayden that $100, okay, bro?
Yeah, I was a witness to that. I'm sorry, Dose, but you're probably gonna have to pay him $100.
There ain't no problem to it. You might as well just go ahead and give it to him.
So that's our show for the night. Episode 39 is in the books. Back from vacation, like we were saying.
Pyle, you son of a bitch!
Hey, he finally showed up at the end of the freaking show. Pyle finally showed up here.
You know what? You watch this program like old people. Fuck, you know that, Pyle?
Hey, but thank you, Pyle, for watching, even though it was right at the end of the show, because we're going to wrap up here in a few minutes. So.
No, Will's our boy, man. Gotta shout out to our boy, Will.
Yeah, thank you, Will. But, we came back from vacation, had our big announcement that we're going to start doing our show on Facebook Live now, which is really cool.
We got the new webcam coming from Rob and Glenn, our boys from Delaware. Appreciate that shit.
Awesome. We also joined the WBLZ team.
We couldn't be happier. We appreciate it.
Hopefully, maybe someday we'll go live on them.
Hell yeah, dude. Our boy Pyle has been recording music since he got up. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's
nice.
Up.
Awesome.
Listen, I don't blame you. I know that today was a pain in the ass because you had to be in there with fucking Brian and Jamie, so I already know. Trust me, I already know, bro.
So, we had some really great news with WBLZ. It was nice, joining their team. And, sky's the limit from here on out. We're, hopefully maybe eventually down the line we can do a live show on WBLZ. I'd love to do that. We're still working on getting some stuff set up. We have that game that we were talking about that we want to do.
Yeah, we've got a lot of ideas for this. Rest of the week... Oh God, dude! See, this is why I'm next door at Tony's, bro. It's way more chill. Ain't no fucking craziness like that. God,
only the Burger and Badass show you get off-air stuff.
Hey, listen, we don't care. We break that fucking fourth wall. We don't give a damn. But no, seriously, I know how this boy feels. I feel you, bro.
So, guys, definitely, you guys can still check us out at our Facebook page. www.theburgerandbadassshow@facebook.com. You can check us out on YouTube. www.theburgerandbadassshow@youtube.com. On Twitter, Burger and Badass Show at twitter.com. Also check us out on WBLZsports.com, WBLZ Sports on Facebook.com, and the TuneIn app. And for the WBLZ, we'll be on again Thursday nights from 5 to 7, and on Saturday morning from 5 a.m. to 7 a.m.
Damn straight. And yeah, hey, Will, no, for real, when you get that album, let us know because we will play your music on this show. You already know.
We got you, brother. You helped us out, so we'll help you out.
Damn right. We got your back, for real.
So, we're going to come back next week, next Wednesday, do it all over again. We'll have a lot to talk about. We're getting closer and closer to football finally. I'm looking forward to college football. I'm just, as it's getting closer and closer, I'm just getting more and more excited. It's like right before you get ready to go to Christmas or you're going to Disney World, you just get that excitement of, man, it's coming. It's coming very soon. And before you know it, it's going to be here.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's a special place to be. For anybody that doesn't know, for all of my Clemson folks, you already live it. I'm telling you, man, this is where it's at during football season. Hell yeah, damn right, dude. But hey, we appreciate all the support we can get, because listen, without y'all, this isn't going to be something that can take off and go to the sky. You know what I mean? Sky's the limit, and we really want to get it up there, man. So without y'all, it ain't possible. So we're happy to have y'all, and we appreciate y'all.
So, guys, just remember, we're not Vegas guys.
We're just two guys from South Carolina.
Making our picks.
Doing what we love.
And that's it. No bunkum, no bullshit.
We don't got credit cards at the D. We don't hang out in Vegas with Pharrell.
The Mafia.
Trust me, we wish we did, but we don't. We're just working class cats, man.
So, that's our show for the night. We'll be back next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. You guys can catch us on Facebook Live, like we said, or go over to WBLZ and check us out.
Hell yeah, see, he knows.
What do you say?
Pyle knows what's going on. Just wait till we get him. Just wait till we get Sunshine. He's coming. Trevor Lawrence. He's the savior of Clemson. We got Sunshine on the way. He's football Jesus.
I'm hearing a lot about this Trevor Lawrence guy.
Dude, motherfucker's sick.
I'm hearing a lot.
Footage. Watch the film. And
I've seen some film. I've already seen the film.
And don't forget T. Higgins either. Remember that name. That motherfucker's got freak nature shit like Randy Moss. You think I'm lying? Go look at the film. He makes some fucking freak-like catches like Moss did. It's insane.
So, guys, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you back here next Wednesday at 8 o'clock on Facebook Live and at 5 o'clock on Thursdays on WBLZSports.com. Badass, do you have anything to add to the show before we get the hell out of here for the night?
Hey, I tell you what I'm going to give you, Snakes. I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no-good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 10. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
I am everything that I said I am. Keep my shit tight, man. Motherfucking Hoover Dam. And I ain't cracking anytime soon. My mindset is fine tuned. This world will be mine soon. Showdown in high noon, sharp as a harpoon. Crash like a monsoon, style like a costume. I'm constantly awesome. Voice fresh as spring, yo, my beats about to blossom. Caution, get out the pit when I'm moshing. My friends are a high, yeah, I'm nice and I got 'em that way. We pose on parade, my bows for the weed, man. Higher than a pterodactyl, you can call me caveman. California raisin, hear me through the grapevine. Dirty BB days to give up, man, I'm feeling just fine. I be out in Vegas while your bitches just a state line. I ain't never stopping till I finally feel I got mine. We're never gonna leave.